Hey everyone, I want to thank you for hopping on this video call here to take a minute to learn about what this whole coaching thing is all about. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Gobb and I'm a two-star diamond coach with Beachbody, and I started Team FITforward about 5 months ago. This team is just doing amazing things in record time, and that's not just because of me, that's because of my team, and because I have so many amazing leaders on this team that they're all doing just such amazing things with this opportunity. I have two of my leaders on this call today. That's Miss Laura and Jenna. Hey girls. I'll introduce them here in a minute, but first I just wanted to talk about the word coach. And to some people that's a really scary word and it turns a lot of people off, but really all a coach is just somebody that encourages other people and shares their journey and just shows that this road to a healthy lifestyle isn't easy, and they make mistakes and they're learning too, and just shares their experiences and their knowledge as they learn. You don't have to be a fitness professional, you don't have to be a nutritionist, you just have to want to help other people and to just hold somebody's hand and give them a high five when they need it, or just encourage them along the way. That's really all it is. My team is full of so many different types of people. I mean, we have nurses, we have teachers, we have hairdressers, we have marketing professionals, you name it, we have it. Guys, girls, overweight, underweight, we're all a different person, but we're all on the road to success, and that's what's so amazing about this team. And about being a coach, you don't have to be any certain mold of anything. You just have to be yourself. There's three different types of coaches, and I just want to touch base on those quickly. The first type is just basically a discount coach. You want to be a coach with Beachbody just to reap the rewards of getting 25% off all the products. I mean, who wouldn't want $30 off a month on Shakeology, right? So I'm super excited, and I'll talk more about this in our Glimpse to Coaching group coming up here, but Shakeology is now clinically proven, and that's huge because we now have proof that Shakeology does lower blood sugar, lower cholesterol. I mean, it's getting people off their medications, and as a nurse, I know it sounds twofold, but that's so huge to empower people to change their life in a natural way. But anyway, so yeah, discount coach is just getting a discount, basically. You don't ever have to post about it. You don't ever have to sell anything. That's just all it is. The second type is what we call a challenger coach. And a challenger coach is somebody that joins a fitness challenge and has amazing results. And people start asking, hey, what are you doing? And how'd you do that? You look awesome, or you have so much energy. And start inquiring about what you're doing. And instead of them sending business to me, I say, hey, why don't they buy from you? I mean, they're asking you for the advice. Why don't you just get your program paid for, get next month's Shakeology paid for? And that's kind of how that works. And then they can either stay as a discount coach and just continue to get Shakeology for cheaper, or they can realize the potential in this business and look at how many people they're already sending their way, and how many people are intrigued by their results, and they can really turn this into a business. And that's a third type of coach, is what we call business coach. And that's somebody who really sees this opportunity as a business, and they run this like they're the CEO of their own company. And they really can do amazing things when you treat it that way. I have two of my leaders, as I explained earlier. Miss Jenna, she is a 1-star diamond coach, which is insane. I mean, in 5 months, she not only was working full-time, but also going to grad school. And she became a 1-star diamond coach. And basically what that means is she is not only a leader of her team, but she's got leaders on her team that are leading their own teams. I mean, it's just insane the growth that she's had. And it's because she's just such a sweet person. She's been a role model to me since we were in high school. And this girl is just amazing. She's got a spirit that can just light up any room and make anybody smile, and I think people are just drawn to her because of her sweet heart. But Jenna seems to attract a lot of discount coaches and people who start as a challenger coach that eventually turn into somebody that wants to run the business. And Jenna, do you mind explaining why you think you attract that type of coach?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I started as a free clean eating challenge, Sarah threw out actually on Facebook, hey guys, I have a free clean eating challenge. If you want to join, say I'm in. So I said, sure, why not? I'm in. I was super scared. I don't really post things on Facebook. So the whole time that she had her challenge going, I was a fly on the wall. I didn't post anything. I didn't post any pictures. And after it was over, the next challenge was the 21-day challenge. And my sister and one of my good friends actually jumped in on that. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I have my gym membership, which I never go to anyways. But after that, my sister and my friend actually on day 12 of their 21-day sent me pictures. And I was like, this is crazy. I need to call Sarah. Sarah's been one of my friends, and she's now my amazing upline coach. So I'd been praying about change in my life for quite some time. And I said, Sarah, what is this? What are you doing? So she told me all about it. And, I told her I'm totally in. Right now I'm just finishing up grad school. I'll run with you when that's over. So I just need a few weeks. Because when I was in on the clean eating challenge, I was less crabby. I had more energy. So she said, all right. So I was super excited. I was super hopeful. I was super nervous. Like I said, I didn't jump in full force right away because I was finishing up grad school. But when I did sign up, Sarah walked me through everything. She gave me every amount of information that I needed to be successful in this business. If I ever had a question, she'd answer it. I could text her and she'd let me know. So that guidance and support is there for you 110%. The opportunity is amazing, and Beachbody does an amazing job. If you go in the Coach Online office, there's every single tool that you need to be successful. They give you everything. You literally copy and paste things and put them in your challenge groups. I mean, you can take it and run with it, or you can do it. You don't have to use it. You're your own CEO. But again, it's like anything new in life. In the beginning, it's super, it's nerve-wracking. You feel like you might not really know what's going on, because I'm not a health professional. I don't know much about fitness, but you don't have to. This is all about serving people and helping people. So it's just kind of like clockwork, after a little while, it just seems natural.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I was super skeptical too. I mean, I was so skeptical that I had to take a year before I jumped in, and I'm like, why did I wait so long? But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, literally they hand you everything you need, but what's cool is that you can say, I don't want to use that. I want to do my own thing. Or if you're still learning, you can use that and try to learn how to re-emulate it and things like that. But how has this experience been? Has it been what you expected, or what do you think?
Oh, I don't even know where to begin. When I first started this business a few months ago, I was clueless. I seriously woke up in the mornings thinking, what the heck am I doing? All these people are asking me about health and fitness, and, I'm still learning. I'm not really sure. But being a part of this team has made me grow more in the last 4 months than I have in the past year. It's really about serving other people and showing people that they can be happy again. They can live the lifestyle that they want to, whether or not they want to lose a few pounds. They want to tone up. They want to lose that baby weight, or just that weight that's been dragging them down for years. The power of a coach really is empowering and amazing. What we do to change obesity in America is crazy, because we're helping people one challenge group at a time, one like at a time, one post. I mean, all it takes is just a, hey, how's it going?
Totally.
I didn't really understand how impactful I was to others until I came home from Summit actually this week. And I told you this, Sarah, that I woke up on Sunday morning crying because I was just so overwhelmed with everything. And I didn't get it until then. Like, I had a conversation with God that night. I said, this is it. This is my purpose. I'm ready to jump in. I'm ready to serve others. I was super overwhelmed, but I mean, like yesterday, I actually just got a text message from one of my challengers, and she has a disease, and she's currently going to the hospital, getting all kinds of tests done. And she had said, I've never, you've changed my life. And it's only been, she's been in my group for a month, and she said, I feel better. The test results are coming back. negative because, I mean, she's changing her wellness, and I am a part of that, and it's crazy because it's just little old me. So
Crazy.
it's been huge.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps. I mean, seriously, people like Jenna is not a professional. She just has a big heart and she wants to help people. And the impact she's making on people is life changing, not only for them, but her as well. And it's so cool to watch how she's grown as a person. And she started as just somebody who wanted to get a free menu for 7 days. And now she's helping people seriously get through some of the hardest times they've ever been through. And it's just such a blessing to be able to watch that all happen. I mean, it's amazing what this opportunity can do for others and impact your life as well at the same time. But thank you for sharing, Jenna. That's really a touching story. I got goosebumps now. I want to switch gears and introduce my other sweet friend here, Laura. Laura is a diamond coach. She was my very first coach that signed up, and from day one, she just grabbed this and ran with it. And she, like me, didn't know what the heck we were doing, but we figured it out. And I couldn't have built this team without Laura. She still helps me answer questions and guides me and helps lead me as well too. And the partnership that we have is just such a blessing. And I'm so thankful to have her in my life and on my team. And she has created a rock star team. I mean, these leaders are just following right in her footsteps, and she's going to go big places with that. Laura, I would love if you told everybody a little bit about how this all kind of started for us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, my heart is pounding. I got started back in February when my dear friend Sarah approached me about this coaching opportunity. I had seen a Facebook post of hers. She had said she was excited about this new opportunity, couldn't wait to share more. And I texted her right away and, said, what's this opportunity? What's this new exciting thing you're doing? This girl who was never on Facebook all of a sudden started picking up on Facebook with these exciting posts and getting interested. And it turned out it was Beachbody. She sent me a text message asking if I was interested, and I didn't respond. I read it and ignored it and went to sleep, not because I wasn't interested, but because I just needed to think. I needed more information. The word coach terrified me. I'm a nurse. Sarah and I met in 2011 when we were working at Gillette Children's Hospital in St. Paul. This sweethearted, genuine, kind girl that I met in nursing, or when we were nurses, I just was attracted to her. We were both active and fit and had interest in clean eating and working out and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. But the term coach scared me. I was a nurse. I'm not a coach. I'm not a health and fitness guru. What the heck does the coach even mean? I finally responded the next morning and said, okay, I'm in. I needed a hobby. I needed something to do on my downtime, on my free time. I needed something interesting and something to keep me going and keep me busy, aside from the day-to-day life that I was already doing. So I jumped on the bandwagon. I was at a point in my life, mid-20s, good job, good relationship, living in the cities right by the lakes where you could go out on your bike or go for a walk or, there's plenty of stuff to do. So I was happy with where I was at, but I was also kind of just content, and there wasn't really anything exciting going on. So I started with this guidance of Sarah, and quickly found out that this new hobby, or what I thought was going to be a hobby, could actually turn into a business. It began to be what I was excited to wake up for in the morning. It was challenging and terrifying and overwhelming, the amount of information and, where do I go from here after this 7-day clean eating, or where do I go after this challenge group? How do I build a business? How do I get more challengers? How do I actually help people lose weight and get fit and end obesity? But I'm a type A person. I need to dive in head first with my eyes wide open. I'm a type A, OCD, anal control freak. Ask my family, ask Ricky, ask Sarah. Jenna, I'm sure she knows it too. I needed, if I was going to do this, I needed to have a complete grasp on what I was doing. So I jumped in, I listened to development calls, I listened to webinars, I listened to recordings. I watched YouTube videos. I followed Beachbody leaders on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. I guess you could say I stalked them. But I took notebooks full of notes and made to-do lists. And I just realized, as overwhelming as this opportunity was, there was real potential.
And it was just so overwhelming and so much to learn, you know, because you wanted to go full speed ahead. You know, not everybody, it has to be overwhelming. You can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. But Laura was one that just wanted to, you know, run with me. And so she did. But with it being so much at once, how did you, I tell people to have a why, you know, and have a reason for doing that. Have a reason for putting up with the madness and listening to hours of, you know, all these things and trying to make yourself this best leader that you can be. And to do that every day, you have to have a why, you know, to wake up every morning and to help strangers that you've never met, spend time messaging them and guiding them and encouraging them. You have to have a reason, and a reason that really touches your heart. Laura, do you mind telling us what your why is?
Yeah, my why is a little bit personal. It extends a little bit beyond just helping challengers lose weight, selling fitness programs. It's my why is for my family. It's not just helping to end the trend of obesity or making extra income. I want to be able to stay home. I want to have weekends off. I want to have holidays off, and I want to be present with my family. We have Jada, our dog, who is an 8-month-old Vizsla. And we found out we were pregnant a couple weeks before I signed up for Beachbody, and we're due in September. And then I've got Ricky, my rock, and he went through a huge life change. We both went through a huge life change last August. I knew I always wanted to be a nurse growing up. There was no question that I was going to do anything else. I wasn't going to stay home. You know, I wasn't going to be a stay-at-home mom. I was going to be a pediatric trauma nurse. I was going to work weekends and work holidays, work overnights. Work double time, triple time, you know, put that before family, because that, from when I was little, was always what I wanted to do, until February when I started Beachbody coaching. A little background about our journey, and that'll give you more information to my why and my personal reasons. Ricky was at a job he wasn't happy with last fall. He had been there for 2 years. He was also in the health field, but wasn't happy where it was going. He wasn't thinking that there was going to be potential to move up, potential to make as good of an income as he wanted, or to be able to support a family, to support a lifestyle, to support us. And so he made this decision to pack up literally within a 2-week time frame of this opportunity coming up. And he moved 2 hours back from the cities where we were currently living, to his hometown of 160 people, this tiny, tiny country town, and opened up a lakefront bar, restaurant, and banquet center. And I wasn't supportive. I stayed here. I stayed in the cities. I stayed at my current job where I still work. And I lived out of a suitcase. I went back and forth. So I work 4 days in the cities during the week. And then on the weekends, I pack up in my suitcase, you know, my scrubs, my workout clothes, my whatever. And I live at our house in the country on the weekends. And I thought, you know, over the last 10 months that it would get easier and that things would kind of fall into place with our lives, and they haven't. The opposite actually happened. Things got harder. We started regretting putting our jobs first, especially with our dog and with this baby coming. And it just wasn't what we thought it would be. Yeah. So we made an executive decision that family is going to be first, our relationship's going to be first, and everything else will be second. Yeah. Thankfully, Beachbody gives us that opportunity. So this coaching moment, an opportunity came at the perfect time in my life. It filled the gap that I needed when I was off work from the weekends at the hospital. I could do Beachbody, and Ricky could still work at the restaurant. We could still be together. And this new life change, along with our crazy situation, gave me the drive to make this opportunity succeed even more. I've got 11 coaches underneath me, and they are moving up quick. And so our business is growing thanks to the guidance of Sarah and the amazing people in Beachbody.
Yeah, well, I know the company seriously encourages you to put family first. Like,
yep.
nobody told us what time to wake up today. Nobody told us what to wear, what we're going to do. You know, I got to hang out with two of my closest friends this morning and giggle and laugh on a Zoom call. Like, seriously, like, that's real life. I didn't believe it until I'm doing it now. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Like, I didn't believe that it was attainable, and I didn't believe that I could do what the big leaders do in this company until you actually see yourself doing them. And now I see my coaches doing it, and it's just amazing to see what you can do, isn't it? It's so cool.
Yeah.
I just love it. And, you know, it's not about one product being better than another. It's not about selling or promoting or spamming or, you know, that's what I was worried about, is being a salesy person, or, you know, spamming people or doing it for the wrong reasons. And that's not what this is about. This is about finding people that need help and giving them the guidance to find the tools that they need to succeed. And this ends up being more about a personal growth thing, I think, for all of us than anything. It's not about anything other than the joy we receive from helping other people. And I think that's why this team is moving so fast. I mean, we're freaking top 75 out of 180,000 teams. Like, it's absolutely insane. I can't even imagine where we're going to be in the next 5 months. And we're not slowing down. And it's just been such a blessing. And like these ladies said, you know, this opportunity makes me a better nurse and a better wife and a better daughter and friend. And I really think it's just the biggest blessing, besides helping others and the friendships and the bonding, is just the personal growth and the time I've had to focus on being a better person. And I'm just so thankful that you took a time to listen to our stories and listen to us blab. But we'd be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. Go ahead and contact the coach that sent you to this link, and they'd be happy to answer anything you need. It'd be a blessing to have you on Team Fit Forward. So I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and hopefully see you in our Glimpse to Coaching group. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Jenna.
Bye.
Bye.